Hello folks, I'm PK and I'm back here to talk about World Cup 2018 that is taking place in Russia. And now we're going to talk about the Sweet 16. Yes, 16 teams are gone. We have 16 remaining teams that are going to be in the playoffs. Going to start talking about all the matches and my predictions for them. First, Uruguay against Portugal. This is a very tight match, a very tough match. However, under regular conditions, we've got to say the Uruguayan team is more solid. It's got better defense. Got better midfield. They got great forward line, great defense with two players that play together for Atletico de Madrid with Godin and Jimenez. Very experienced goalie with Muslera. They have great players up front with Cavani and Soares, who are world-renowned players. And in the middle, they have players that keep substituting all the time. He always uses either Sanchez and Cristiano Rodriguez or Vecino or Arrascaeta, so like keeping them fresh on the field, that gives the Uruguayans a big advantage. For Portugal, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, who is playing a great cup. He's actually working really well for the Portuguese team. However, Portugal has problems in the defense, has problems in the midfield. It sometimes not able to create many plays. He already made a great change by putting Quaresma playing on the place of Gonçalo, who was not working well. Quaresma played better, and he's working really well. He's a good friend with Ronaldo. Now, what we gotta consider, however, is that FIFA is an international organization, it's a billionaire organization. There's a lot of money behind football nowadays. So I'm kind of afraid of the sponsors. I'm kind of afraid of FIFA's intention. If something like that happened, maybe we can see FIFA maybe easing things up for Portugal and Argentina to make that great match between Messi and Ronaldo. That kind of stuff, I'm kind of scared about it. Yes, it's a conspiracy theory, but I have a fear that something like that may take place. If it doesn't, then I would say Uruguay has the upper hand against Portugal. In the other match, Argentina played France, and that's undebatable. The French team is much more solid. We got good players every part of the field. The defense is better, the midfield is better, the forward line of France is better with Griezmann and Mbappe in the middle with Kante and Pogba. Definitely a better team than Argentina. However, besides the fact that Argentina has Messi, and we never know which kind of Messi is going to come up. Is the Messi from Barcelona or is the Messi that plays for Argentina? We don't know. And also, as I said, if there's an interest behind that to put Portugal to play Argentina, to make the confrontation between Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, who is the best player in the world, that kind of stuff, then maybe Argentina will pull that out. But I would say France has a much better team. It's a matter of fact that France has a good team, Argentina doesn't. On the other two matches, Brazil will play Mexico, and as I said, I really believe that this is like one of the greatest squads Mexico has ever put together, with Ochoa, with Salcedo, with Carlos Vela, with the brothers Santos, Giovanni Santos and Jonathan Santos, who have not been used by the coach, which I don't understand. Mexico has a lot of depth. However, they were quite of a disappointing when they play against Sweden, lost 3-0. They showed that they kind of lack a little bit of emotional strength for the match. Brazilian team is playing better every match. Neymar is getting better. Felipe Coutinho is playing a great cup. Thiago Silva in the back, actually the defense. Miranda and Silva are playing really well for Brazil. Not much from the goalie, not much on the right side, but yes, Brazil has a better team. And I would mark Brazil against Mexico with some reservations. Depends on how Mexico is going to play that match, but I would say Brazil has the upper hand. For the other match between Belgium and Japan, I think Japan has done enough for this cup. They celebrate the loss because they knew they made it, what they needed. They wanted to qualify for the second round, so they already conquered what they got. For the Belgian team, however, there's a lot of stake. This is a great generation who's going to have the second chance. They lost in the last World Cup to Argentina in the quarterfinal. They have a very strong team with players like Kevin De Bruyne, with Eden Hazard, Lukaku up front, Mertens. It's a very, very strong, solid team, and I think they should have no problem against Japan. On the other matches, Spain will play against Russia, and again, under normal circumstances, Spain has about 6 players who are outstanding, and if they put together like Isco, like Iniesta, like David Silva, etc., Spain has a much better team than Russia. That show that they're able to produce good soccer. That Sherin Sheff was playing outstanding well. So we don't know what kind of Russia is going to come up. Like we see, a very disappointing match against the Uruguay, and very surprising match where they play against Saudi Arabia and against Egypt. So we don't know if Putin is going to use his power to change things around, to influence the results. We don't know. But under normal circumstances, Spain is far better than Russia. On the other match, Croatia will play Denmark, and Croatia has been playing fantastic World Cup, 100% so far performance. Rakitic playing very well, Modric playing fantastic soccer, very well with Perisic up front. So the Croatians have the upper hand, have the advantage. They're playing better soccer. For the Danish, they're lucky. So far, they've been lucky. They won a match against Peru that they should have not won. They tie a match against Australia they should have lost. And they have like a friendly match against France. So they have not been really tested. I don't think the Danish will be team enough to compete against Croatia or mark Croatia in the match. Finally, Switzerland and Sweden. Very even match, very tough match. I would say Sweden has a better defense. They have a very strong defense. They don't have much talent, but have good players up front with Berg, who's moving all the time. It's a team that plays with a lot of heart. They've shown a lot of heart in this World Cup. Have lost the match against Germany, in which I thought they were kind of a scare. They kind of respected the German team too much. They could have won the match, but they're going to be tough. For the Swiss has better players with Zameli and Xhaka and Shaqiri. However, Xhaka is not playing a good cup, so they're depending solely on Zameli and Shaqiri up front, who's playing well cup, and they have better goalie as well. So it's a little bit more talent for the Swiss, and I think that's going to be the decision point. And I think Switzerland will qualify for the quarterfinals. And finally, England and Colombia, two different schools of soccer. That's going to depend if James Rodriguez will be in the field and will be 100% to play. If that's the case, I think Colombia will have the upper hand in the match. They have the 4 players in the middle with Cuadrado, James Rodriguez, Quintero, and Falcao. If that happens, I don't think the British will be able to match that up, and I think Colombia will win. Now, if James Rodriguez is not there, is not 100% there, then I think the English team will prevail. So those are my predictions for the Sweet 16 of the World Cup 2018. I'll see you